This is breaking news right now. A fast-moving wildfire in South Spokane. It broke out just around noon today, and right now there are level 3 get out now evacuations as well as level 2 evacuations. It's a second alarm brush fire that also has shut down traffic on Highway 95 in both directions. So right now, if you live in the area that is highlighted in red on this map, you're in those level 3 areas, which means you need to be leaving right now. And you can see all of the evacuations are to the west of 195, as far west as Austin Road. The southern border is Excelsior. It stretches north to where Mullen Hill meets 195. And the area to the south that is highlighted in yellow, you can see that there at the bottom. That's where the level 2 evacuations are in place. And that means those people need to be ready to go at a moment's notice. We begin our team coverage as KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk is live on the scene. Kyle, what have you been able to see so far?
When last we heard, we haven't heard of any structures or homes that have been lost or damaged to this fire so far, but it has just been incredible to see the amount of resources attached to this fire, especially in the air. We've counted over 10 aircraft, some helicopters. You can see one there right behind me, just now dumping some water. Fire boss planes, they brought in an air tanker that put down some fire retardants, so they're really focused on getting this fire under control, and they have made some progress as compared to a few hours ago when we first got here. We can actually now see the South Hill and the KREM Tower looking north from where we are, but a lot of property owners here just anxious for this fire to get under control. They obviously want their properties to be safe. I'm here with Bruce, and you have a fire truck parked outside your house. That must make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does. My wife and I have lived here 46 years, and we had a fire 30 years ago, and the resources they're putting on this one are incredibly greater than what there was 30 years ago. There was no helicopters, no fire bosses, no big huge plane dropping retardant, and they got on this one real early. So there's a trailer court that's down below where the fire is, and if it got down into there, it would just go through there like you wouldn't believe, because it's all pine trees and stuff like that. So.
And we saw some firefighters actually grab a ladder out of your shed, and you said, hey, they can take whatever they need, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So now their response has been just fantastic. I mean, you know, I think 30 years ago they weren't even, it was only the responsibility of the district in which the fire was. Now, all these fire departments come, and I've counted at least 6 fire departments, and the Fish and Game had a truck out here as well. So, I mean, it's just great. I mean, it's fantastic.
And that's what we've heard, Whitney, from so many property owners and neighbors here. They're just so grateful for these fire crews that came out so quickly to attack this fire. We're going to remain on scene. We'll keep you updated with the latest information. Reported live in Spokane-County, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. We want to get now to the Washington State Patrol. We have Trooper Ryan Sanger on the phone right now as he joins us to tell us a little bit more about the current status of the fire. So, Trooper, thank you very much for your time here. I know it's busy for you. What can you tell us about the current status of the fire and the evacuations?
Yeah, so currently we have State Route 195 closed at Hatch and Paradise Road, so we're not allowing through traffic at this point in time to let the crews work and help get the evacuees out of there. We do have troopers working with the sheriff's office in the area, making evacuation notices in that evacuation zone. So we're using our resources there. And then in addition to that, we have DOT transportation is out here assisting with traffic control throughout the scene.
Can you tell us how many people are within that level 3 evacuation area? How many homes are we talking about?
I've heard of multiple homes, but I don't know specifically how many homes are in that area.
So obviously this area, this fire is, you know, outside of Spokane, but it's really not that far away from the city, and there are quite a few homes in that general area. How worried were you? Is that kind of an indication of how many agencies are responding? Is that kind of an indication of how seriously you were taking this fire and where it was located?
Yeah, well, we take every incident seriously, no matter what we're doing. So yeah, obviously we want to make that a top priority for us. If we can help get people out or keep people safe, that's our number one goal. So I think that's of the utmost concern. especially to me, I kind of take that on a personal level as well.
What do we know about how this fire may have started? Is there any indication since, did it start in the median there?
I haven't received any information on how it started yet, so I unfortunately don't know. An investigation will be conducted once the crews are out of there to figure that out, and hopefully we can have an answer for y'all about that.
How does it feel about getting it under control? Does it feel like you guys are gaining the upper hand right now?
I just spoke to one of our DNR resources here, and he believes that they are working to get that under control right now, and that it should that they do have the appropriate amount of resources they need to keep this thing contained.
What kind of timeline are we looking for as far as maybe having the highway remain closed through the rest of the evening?
Yeah, just a really rough estimate right now is at a minimum probably 2 to 3 hours for both lanes, and because of the preliminary information that I have, it could be through the night. So motorists that are traveling through the area should expect to go a different route, find a different way to get south of the area if you need to. We don't currently have a detour through this area, but you can take Highway 27 to get south of town if you need to.
Is it still estimated at around 20 acres, or has it grown larger?
From the DNR PIO, I know we got about 20 to 30 acres is the last that I had heard.
Okay. Well, Trooper Ryan Singer, thank you very much. We do appreciate your time. We know that you are certainly busy keeping track of the fire. So again, thank you very much for helping us understand the situation there tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And we do know this brush fire is already causing power outages as well. So take a look. You can see there are some outages just to the west of 195. That stretch is north of White Road South all the way to Excelsior. And these outages are impacting several hundred people right now. Avista is aware of the outages, obviously, and we'll continue tracking this fire and bringing you updates throughout our show.